I had a lovely stay at Ghumakkad Homestay in Jageshwar. I thought maybe I'll just spend a few minutes talking about how my experience has been. I think it is nothing less than ecstatic. I've come down here from a hustle bustle of Hyderabad, the concrete building, the traffic, the noise, the pollution. I always wanted to stay at some place which gives a bit of a peace and that secluded solitude kind of a space. Ghumakkad Homestay gave exactly that, right? And the best part is it is easy to reach. There is no hassle. You'll actually love the homestay. If you see, the rooms are kind of the whole built with mud and wood. So whatever, although it is kind of at a secluded place in midst of a jungle on a mountain, the moment you step into the room, it gives you a cozy warmth as soon as you walk in. Right. The best part is, although it may look a bit of a rustic ambience that is going around, when you go inside, you will see that absolutely star amenities being available. To an extent, you got very nice toiletries being present in the bathroom, and when you walk into the bedroom, you have 8-inch spring mattress with a very nice bed sheet, cozy pillows, and a quilt being given. I think there is nothing less of comfort that you can expect when you come down to Ghumakkad Homestay. I think while that's the case, one thing that I truly loved is me being a foodie. I was actually a bit concerned that I'm coming to a very remote place, but I love the kind of food that is being served. So we've got Deepak and Chandan, so delicious meals cooked at any point of time and being served. The best part of the food was it's all organic, no chemicals. It's all homegrown, no pesticides, no fertilizers, homegrown, home harvested, home cooked, and you would love the taste. You'll actually get that authentic Kumon cut taste as well while you're eating, and you would truly enjoy it. I think while that's about my stay, the best, I think one thing that I loved is Kundan and Preeti, who are the hosts of Ghumakkad Homestay. They've taken a lot of care in building the whole space with a lot of love and care. So you'll feel a lot at home and you'll feel so much at ease when you walk in when you want to stay, right? The whole highlight of my journey is something that I wanted to have experiences through my trip here. Kundan made sure that I've got that experience while all through my stay here in the last about 2 to 3 days, right? He made sure that I'm comfortable while I'm settling down. And while I talked to him, he said there are a few things that I can do to kind of experience. He took me to some treks which are in midst of jungle. You're kind of lost. You're very far away from any nearest civilization or any human interaction that you'll actually have, right? You will love the trails through the jungle. We have seen a bit of a waterfalls. We have seen temples through the trek. We have seen ancient heritage houses that have been built by the ancestors. There are some fields that we have gone through. There are some villages that we have crossed. The interactions with the villagers, while we are going through the treks, I think it is worth visiting, right? Kundan made sure I get that authentic uh, forest and jungle, that mountain experience while I walked in, while I came in here. One more thing that I kind of particularly told Kundan is I'm very spiritual, and I love to spend time understanding more around the spiritual world. The best part is Kundan also knows some of the yogis who are living here in solitude. Uh, Without taking too much of a time, he kind of made sure that I'm kind of going and meeting some of the yogis here. One of the highlight was I met a gentleman by name Yogi, by name Triloch. He has moved here from Bangalore. He worked as director of one of the biggest corporates. Came down here, been living here for about 3 to 4 years, living in solitude, not talking to anybody, um, um, gaining a different levels of spiritual awakening and gaining a wider consciousness and gaining a lot of wisdom while he's going in that path. Kundan made sure that I meet him, spend some time with him, and I had a very intellectual conversation with him where he helped me understand what is actually needed for an individual from where they are right now to be self-guided to reach spiritual awakening and to have that consciousness and wisdom. I think that is something that I take away with me as a biggest highlight of my trip, right? So, and he also took me to Jageshwar Dham, and he kind of help me understand which are the five main temples of the whole 125 cluster of temples that are there, why each goddess is there, the whole story behind each of those gods and the temples. I think he's very knowledgeable and someone who is spiritually inclined, very ambitious, of such a kind soul at heart. This is something that I personally loved about him, right? So overall, my stay has been beautiful. I loved being in Ghumakkad Homestay, and I'm glad that I've chosen this um, in as a part of my journey. And I think if at all you get a chance, please visit Ghumakkad Homestay. Take Kundan's help in understanding how you want the trip or your journey to be while you're here, and love the food that Deepak and Chandan cooks for you. And see whatever you can best that you can make out of this trip. Yeah, all the best.